Drew's going to talk a little bit about our approach to AI and kind of what makes sense here. I'm then going to show you one of our modules related to how show managers can use AI from an exhibit sales, floor plan, an exhibitor retention standpoint. Then we're also going to show you how your exhibitors at an event could use AI to help accelerate their sales, to reach out to attendees and interested folks, stuff like that. And then at the end, if we have time, we're going to tease what might be next or on the horizon here at Map Your Show from an AI standpoint. So not that we're trying to break a bunch of news, but we'll go through there and give you a heads up of what you can look for later this year, especially at Expo here towards the end of the year, my favorite event of the year in the industry. All right, in terms of again, Map Your Show, there's a couple things that I'll start with. Again, we help with exhibit sales, floor plan stuff. Again, I know we have the word map in our name. That obviously goes hand in hand to the floor plan mapping and whatnot. But I do want to point out that we're going to talk about some items in here around like attendees planning for an event. So here's an event that just took place recently. This is their iteration of their directory where they're showing off sessions, exhibitors, products, speakers, all sorts of stuff through here. So at some point, you're going to hear me talking about attendees planning for events and favoriting things and potentially sharing their info and stuff like that. And we've got different iterations of how these directories or maps or things like that can look. So attempting to provide a little bit of context. The next piece that we have in here is set up to maximize ROI for the exhibitors. And what we're trying to do is help complete the cycle between pre-show marketing, leads, on-site scans, stuff like that. We'll get into that in a second. But two, make it as frictionless as possible for exhibitors to reach out to the folks that are interested. I mean, I can't tell you whether it's in the SEER reports that you read through there, some of that industry knowledge, or just from talking to other show organizers. One of the pain points is having exhibitors actually follow up with all of the value that you all brought when you got everyone together in one city to go through the event. So we have created some items in here based on what attendees and folks are doing in the system and the Map Your Show piece, that directory and floor plan that we were just looking at, to attempt to give exhibitors some insights and potentially prioritizing some leads and personalized outreach to where they can see the value behind what's happening in here. So essentially what we're doing is analyzing attendees' engagement on the platform, identifying different actions and patterns of behavior and stuff like that to hopefully predict some future intent, and then including which attendees are most likely to be interested in specific exhibitors and products. So again, to see an actual live iteration of this in here, let's jump out, and I am going to go to the Map Your Show Exhibitor Resource Center. So again, this is an area where once an exhibitor has applied to be at the event, approved, etc., this is typically where they'll get some communication to log into here. And this is where they complete all of their pre-show tasks, right? So uploading some of the artwork for the directory or mobile app, or seeing a checklist of all sorts of items that, again, can link out to the general service contractor and stuff like that. They're in here completing these tasks and whatnot. Again, those are some of the data points that feed into that insights tool we just looked at. In terms of the sales accelerator piece, this is a piece that gets added on to the overall lead generation tool of Map Your Show. And so I guess I should probably take a step back and mention that when attendees go out to the directory, the floor plan, the mobile app, if you're using that in Map Your Show, they have the ability to interact with exhibitors, favorite products, the company itself, sessions, all sorts of stuff through here. And the attendees can take that a step further and opt to share their contact information. Again, they don't have to. There's different ways to set that up, but they can opt into that piece within there. And when they do that, and the exhibitor has this sales accelerator piece as part of their marketing packages in here, we can show off who those attendees are that have interacted with that exhibitor. Again, this could start happening 6 months before the show, a week before, during, after. The time frame is dependent on when you have all of this live on your event website.